Hey friends, today we're in this beautiful townhome that we just listed in Madison Valley to chat about how to buy a townhouse in Seattle. And buying a townhouse in Seattle may seem super easy, but there are things that you need to be aware of to be a smart Diva dweller or home buyer, as they say in the Muggle world.
Yep, there are some great reasons to choose a townhome when you buy. On one hand, you don't have homeowners association like you do in a condo, right?
Yes.
And on the other hand, you also don't have the maintenance worries that you would get with an older detached single family home. That said, there are definitely some major details you want to be aware of before buying a townhouse in Seattle.
Oh, it's not real. Iron. But first, we want to tell you that we're in the midst of launching our Buying a Home in Seattle series to help our favorite folks, aka Diva dwellers, be successful in their home ownership journey. So if it's your first time here, hit that like and subscribe button. This way you'll be notified as soon as we release a new video. And obviously leave us a comment. I really want to know what you want to learn next, and we'll make that video for you.
Okay, first off, what is a townhome? Okay, if you're not from San Francisco or the East Coast, you may be unfamiliar with townhomes. This Diva, my roots are from Philly, specifically South Philly, and back east we call these row homes. The main feature of these homes is that you share one wall, maybe two walls with your neighbors, and you have very little land to maintain. What we have in Seattle is pretty similar. Townhomes provide a perfect opportunity for buyers to own a more affordable, newer single-family home in a convenient urban location. Now, I love townhouses. Over my 20 plus years in real estate, I've helped hundreds of townhouse buyers and sellers. I am a huge fan of urban density, and I love cool modern design, as many of you know. And over the years, I've seen so much innovation happen in the new construction townhouse market. This home that we're in today is a prime example of a Seattle townhome. It's a sleek modern design. It's a newer build. This home is only 5 years old. There are no HOA dues to pay. It's built by a very reputable builder. And instead of muddy grass and weeds to maintain, you have a fab rooftop deck instead. More on that later in the video.
Is a townhouse the same as a condo? In some cities like LA and Houston, townhouses are legally condos, and that comes with all the protections and HOA fees. Here in Seattle, the majority of townhomes are considered single family homes. Instead of an HOA watching out for you, you and your neighbors have what is called a joint maintenance agreement. It details out how the owners in this specific townhouse complex are to take care of their homes and common spaces. If you want more information about condos, check out our recent video we did about how to buy a condo in Seattle, or pop on over to the blog. Okay, where in Seattle can you buy a townhouse? Not every neighborhood is zoned for dense housing here, but some of our favorite neighborhoods where you can see a bevy of townhouse opportunities are Capitol Hill, Ballard, Fremont, North Beacon Hill, Columbia City, Junkins Park, Greenwood, and of course, right here in Madison Valley.
Okay, want to know how to buy a townhouse in Seattle? Today we're going to give you the inside scoop on what you need to know when buying a townhouse. Okay, let's dive into the 5 top tips on how to buy a townhome in Seattle. Tip number 1, get educated. The basics of buying a townhome are not much different than buying any other single family home. Here at Team Diva, we are all big nerds on educating our buyers. So of course, we want you to pop on over to our home buying series and get yourself all educated. And if you want to get extra nerdy, text Diva Dweller to the number below and we'll send you a link to download our home buyer guide.
Tip number 2, know the builder for the townhouse. There are some incredible builders in the city and some not so great ones. I've learned from experience to be wary of fly-by-night builders who'll do a crap job and leave you hanging when a major issue comes up. And we make sure that our clients know who's on the A list for townhouse builders, aka who's the Diva builder. This townhome was built in 2017 by Isola Homes, an extremely reputable builder in the city. We've had several clients buy Isola Homes, and overall, they've had minimal issues. Right now, a lot of new construction townhouse developers are struggling with supply chain issues and finding contract workers. We have had one client who's been in contract since last summer and the home still hasn't closed. Hence, know your builder and their ability to finish the job.
Tip number 3, read your title report. Okay, no one reads their title report, even though we tell them to do it over and over again. So townhouses, they have all kinds of shared elements like walls and common spaces, driveways, walkways, even communal gardens like this townhome. Well, what happens when it's time to paint the outside of your home or the driveway starts to crack? There's no homeowners association collecting money on a regular basis to fix these items for you. This is where your title report comes in. Most townhomes have what is commonly known as CC&Rs or joint maintenance agreements. They are embedded in the home's title. These rules or agreements delineate how a homeowner needs to handle maintaining the exterior of their home and the common spaces. Basically, their purpose is to help you make sure your neighbor doesn't go cray-cray and decide to paint their house hot pink. Some of these title report joint maintenance agreements are super detailed. Others are really not. Chavi did a whole video series a couple years ago on title reports that goes into way more detail. Go check that out. My advice, get all cozy with your neighbors and have a plan for maintenance as a group. This will make your life so much easier.
Tip number 4, do an inspection. I cannot stress this enough. We've had a buyer do an inspection on a brand new townhouse only to find out the builder had never built access for the crawl space. And once we got in there, we figured out that it was flooded. And supposedly it had been inspected by the city. You can't trust that. We have also had other clients do a suroscope on a brand new townhouse and found the line filled with rock and construction debris. I'm gonna fan myself just thinking about this. I mean, like really, just because it's new doesn't mean it's perfect. For more information, pop on over to our video about inspections and we'll get you going in the right direction. Oh, by the way, the sellers of this townhouse have paid for a full inspection on the home that is available for any interested buyers.
Tip number 5, location is everything with townhouses. Let's be honest, people buy townhouses because they are stylish and close to everything. They have these iconic Seattle roof decks, and this is what townhouse living is all about. You get all of that right here in this sleek Madison Valley townhome. I mean, look at this roof deck. I know we divas could throw a fab pride party up in here. And being right in the middle of Madison Valley means you're just blocks to cool spots like Harvest Vine, Voila Bistro, Cafe Flora, and Rock LaRue Gallery, which is one of my favorite galleries in this city. And the Washington Park Arboretum and Japanese Garden is literally right over there. Okay, I could talk for hours about how much I love this neighborhood, but we have another video to shoot. So if you want more information about this stunning home and this great neighborhood, check out the link in the show notes or leave us a comment below. We got you.
Thanks for hanging out with us. If it's time to get yourself educated about the process, check out our Seattle Homebuyer video series. It's right there on the YouTubes.
See you next time as we explore Seattle's diva-rific housing market together. This is Kim Colaprete
and Chavi Home
saying ciao for now.
Bye.